diverse body of written and oral works produced by Filipinos reflecting the country's rich history and cultural heritage. It includes pre-colonial oral traditions, work from Spanish, American colonial periods, and contemporary literature in the various Philippine language. 5 periods of Philippine literature: pre-colonial period, Spanish colonial period, American colonial period, Japanese colonial period, contemporary period.
First, the pre-colonial period was defined by oral literature. This included epics and myths, which reflected communal values and heroism. We also had folktales and fables that taught moral lessons, and proverbs and riddles that captured community wisdom. This literature was crucial for strengthening cultural identity and unity before any foreign influences. Spanish colonial period, which dramatically changed our literature. The church's influence was huge, leading to the rise of religious literature. This included plays, poetry, and hymns used to spread Catholic teachings and moral lessons. At the same time, secular literature also emerged. Writers created historical narratives, novels, and short stories that reflected the social issues and daily lives of Filipinos under colonial rule. The Spanish language itself became a powerful new tool for writers.
So, overview of the different Philippine literary periods. American period. So, dito, introduction of new genres, which are the short stories, poetry, novels, and essays. So, short story, from the word story, dito is mga sinishare nilang personal experience o kaya yung mga social issues na nangyayari. Poetry, during the American period daw po is the Philippine poetry evolved with new style and themes kung saan nagre-reflect ang mga national identity or personal experience and pwede din mga social issues. Next, novels and essays. So dito naman is mga Filipino writers, ito ang ginagamit nila to express their unique voices and experiences. So yun po. Next, influence of American culture, themes of freedom and democracy. So nung under influence tayo ng Amerika is inintroduce nila yung theme na freedom and democracy kung saan bawat isa ay merong individual rights. Next, use of the English language. Dito, the American introduced us the English language kung saan ginagamit natin to when communicating or when writing like essays and others. Emergence of literary societies. So dito, the literary societies emerge, fostering collaboration and creativity among writers. Para sinasabi dito na nagtulong-tulong yung mga writers para gumawa ng parang literary societies. Next is the Japanese occupation period. So dito is the propaganda and resistance, literature as a tool for protest, role of writers in the resistance movement. So literature as a tool for protest. So ginamit rin ito ng Japanese for sa pagprotesta para sa defense ng American occupation act. And the role of writers in resistance movement. Yung mga writers naman is may mga role para sa kanilang resistance. Next, evolution of Philippine literature. Story historical context and development. Philippine literature evolved through historical events. So, habang tumatagal is mga literature sa Pilipinas ay nag-evolve. There are contributors to national identity. Ito naman yung mga tao, mga contributions sa literature.
Notable authors and works for each period. First, we have the pre-colonial period. Authors, mostly unknown, oral literature, notable works, epics. Biag ni Lam-ang, from Ilocos, Hinilawod, Panay, Darangen, Maranao, folk songs and riddles, or bugtong, hudhud ni Aliguyon, Ifugao chant, ambahan, Mangyan poetry. Fun fact, the epic Biag ni Lam-ang is so ancient that it was passed down by word of mouth for centuries before it was ever written down. Lam-ang even had a talking pet rooster and dog. Next, we have the Spanish colonial period. Notable authors and works: Francisco Balagtas, Florante at Laura, Padre Modesto de Castro, Urbana at Felisa, Jose Rizal, Noleme Tangere, and El Filibusterismo, Graciano Lopez Jena, Fray Butod, Satirical Essay, Marcelo H. Del Pilar, Dasalan at Tuksuhan, Satirical Catechism. Fun fact, Francisco Balagtas was imprisoned because of a love triangle, and while in jail, he wrote Florante at Laura, one of the greatest love stories in Philippine literature. Next, we have the American colonial period. Notable authors and works: Carlos P. Romulo, I Am a Filipino, an essay; Zoilo Galang, A Child of Sorrow, the first English novel; Jose Garcia Villa, Footnote to Youth, short stories collection; Amada V. Hernandez, Mga Ibong Mandaragit, a novel; Nick Joaquin, May Day Eve, a short story. Fun fact, Jose Garcia Villa was so eccentric that he once wore a comma necklace to symbolize his obsession with punctuation. He even created his own style called comma poems.
Pre-colonial period. Legends. They are a form of prose which deal with the origin of things, location, or name. Contemporary period. Author Nick Joaquin. His works: The Woman Who Had Two Novels and Portrait of Artists as Filipino. Japan colonial period. Author Y. Arceo. Works: Puhaw ang Tigang sa Lupa, a short story written in Filipino highlighting emotional and social realities during wartime. Spanish colonial period. Author Dr. Jose P. Rizal. In his work Noling Tangri or Touch Me Not, El Filibusterismo, Ordering of the Creed, Mi Ultimatum Adios, The Last Firewheel. American colonial period. Author Carlos P. Romulo. In his works is I Saw the Fall of the Philippines and I See the Philippine Rise, Mother America, and My Brother American.
Philippine literature is a rich tapestry of our history, culture, and identity as Filipinos. It has evolved through time, from ancient oral traditions to written forms influenced by colonizers, and finally to the modern and diverse voices we have today. Through literature, we gain deeper understanding of our roots, our struggles, and our values as a people. It connects the past to the present, reminding us of how our stories shape who we are and who we aspire to be. In today's fast-changing world, Philippine literature remains a powerful tool to express, to remember, and to inspire. That's why it's important to continue reading, writing, and appreciating the beauty of our very own literature.